Well, I heard that Chilcutt guy from Carolina, but if he's already gone by then, at first pick, I like Larry Johnson a lot. And, you know, they always talking about how much they need a center. So I'm glad I don't have to make the decision. It's a tough decision.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Pete Chilcutt's one player that really improved his stock with these camps they've been having, with these exhibitions. He's going to go in the first round, no question. He would never be around for the Hornets' #2 pick. If he was, they would take him in a heartbeat. Agree?
I think they would. I think that the same thing, the same token, I think that Rick Fox's stock went down because he didn't go into these postseason drafts and the camps they had.
Yeah, okay. Now, we've talked about who we think they should take. I'm going to ask you, who do you think the Hornets will take?
I don't want to look foolish, so I'm going to just go along and say like everybody else. I'm going to say Johnson. I think that they will take Johnson because of the toughness. I think that that's what they want to instill right now. And I think that any player they take is not going to make them a playoff team for next year. So if they take the best player right now, I think thinking along with them, I think that they're looking for a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah. Alan Bristow said you need 3 great players to be a great team or even a good team. And 2 pieces would be Kendall Gill and Larry Johnson. The 3rd piece could be Shaquille O'Neal next year, for all we know.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, the Shaq. Why didn't he come out? We wouldn't be talking about anything right now. Let's go up to New York City, where our Will Hampton is standing by live. Hey, Will.
How you doing, Jimmy? More observations from my conversation with Larry Johnson earlier today. I walked in his hotel room today. He didn't have a shirt on. The man is cut. He is one strong basketball player, and I think he'll be a very good Charlotte Hornet. One other note, I just talked with Bill Branch. He's the guy on the other end of the phone here. He's the guy that will take the call from Alan Bristow, and he says they have a name on the back of the uniform. So to me, that means there's nothing happened today. They had the name on the back of that uniform for the last week. So that's what he told me, and we'll see what happens. Jim, back to you in Charlotte.
Well, I'm no Inspector Clouseau, but I would say that name has to be Johnson if they came up there with the name on the jersey.
I don't think you can get Mutombo back there, so.
Yeah, Bill Branch would have taken 2 jerseys or his buddy along with him. Let's go back out to Jay Squires. I heard him cheering a minute ago. Jay, what were you doing?
I just appeared here. No, but seriously, TNT just brought its broadcast live to the Coliseum, and of course we were in New York at the time, but the crowd did go nuts when they just saw themselves. They are going crazy here. They're about to, and we've got some great rumors circulating. We're going to come and talk to a couple of these guys in section 122. Tell me the best trade rumor you've heard tonight.
Tonight, the best trade rumor I've heard was the Willie Anderson trade for J.R. Reed and Rex Chapman.
That's all. Didn't you hear a better one?
No, that's it. That's the best one I heard so far.
We heard a wild one tonight. Kendall Gill and Rex Chapman, and we wind up with Johnson and Mutombo. Who do you want him to pick?
Larry Johnson all the way. I'm a UNLV fan. You see my sneakers, UNLV. All the way. Larry Johnson, #1 pick.
Maybe in a couple of years we'll be evaluating how Larry did. Right now we're going to take a look at the Hornets' past draft picks. Here's a look at Rex Chapman, J.R. Reed, and Kendall Gill. Rex Chapman hopes to continue to improve and prove to Hornets fans that he was worth the franchise's very first college draft pick in June of 1988.
Oh boy, it's like night and day. You remember Rex as a rookie, and he was forced to play a lot of minutes, and his shooting percentage suffered from that, and he struggled. He's a young kid at 19, and now here he is, 23 years old, and he's grown a lot in not only his basketball game, but matured as a person. His personality has totally changed. He's more outgoing in the community, where he was more of a sheltered person his rookie year, and I'm really happy the way Rex has improved.
While Chapman has jumped ahead of schedule, J.R. Reed, the 5th pick of the 1989 draft, has fallen short of the Hornets' hopes. He's heard the boos and the talk that the front office has tried to trade him.
We've talked to J.R. He's gone to the big man's camp, and he's got it's going to have the opportunity where he's going to be coming into camp, and he's going to have to probably work for his minutes.
Kendall Gill, the 5th player taken last year, has been labeled a star. To this point, he's shown the most promise of all the Hornets draft picks.
I think he's a more mature player, maybe because he stayed in school a little longer than the other 2 guys. He's a little more focused, and I think he'll probably get there a lot quicker than the other 2 players.
As for picks beyond the first round, last year's second-rounder, Steve Scheffler, is the only one of 4 players chosen or negotiated for who has lasted an entire season. Jay Squires, News 36 Sports. And the Hornets hope to have a little more success with this second-round pick this year. They might go for Dale Davis, Pete Chilcutt, even Kevin Lynch from Minnesota. Jim?
Okay, Jay, I think we're going to keep it here before we switch over live to TNT's coverage, and we'll find out exactly who the #1 pick is.